Artlist just dropped an AI agent inside their toolkit, and it basically turns AI generation into a conversation. You type what you want, it picks the right model for you, remembers everything you've made, and lets you build off your outputs without starting over. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, the best ways to use it, and how you can now generate up to 5x more content with their top models. Now, before I really get into this tutorial, you are going to need an account with Artlist in order to replicate this. So if you don't have one just yet, you can grab it down below. And speaking of that, the timing on this is actually pretty good because Artlist just rolled out a credits promo right alongside the agent launch. You can now generate up to 5x more content on their top models, stuff like Nano Banana Pro, Seedance 2.0, and Kling 3.0, which basically means if you've been holding back because credits felt tight, that's no longer really an issue. But anyway, once you've made your account, you're going to be on the homepage right here. And so now you're going to go to AI Toolkit. And for those of you who watch my channel, you already know that I've recently made a full course on how to use this toolkit interface. But to find the AI agent, you still go to Toolkit, and then you go here to the bottom and click on AI agent button right here. And you're going to be taken to this chat-like window similar to ChatGPT, where you can basically chat with this AI and essentially create your videos. And so the way it works is actually pretty straightforward. You simply chat to it, and then you tell it what you want to create, and then it's going to create your images or videos. And basically, yeah, it's not able to create voiceover as you can see, but it is coming soon. But the thing is, you just tell it what you want, and then you can also tell it the model that you want. So for example, in the prompt that I have here, as you can see, I did disclose that we're going to be using GPT-2 for the image, for the initial image, but you also don't need to do that. And you could just, let it choose the model for you. I believe it's going to choose the best model according to your prompt structure, and also keeping in mind the token efficiency, because obviously some models, as you can see, cost more credits and other models cost less credits. If I go here, I mean, it should be pretty obvious, but as you can see, depending on the quality of the model, it's going to charge you more or less credits. But I'm actually going to go, speaking of the models, I do want to test out GPT Image 2, which is one of the most recent models that came out in the industry. As you can see, it's quite token efficient, and in my opinion, it's like competing with Nano Banana Pro. I don't know if it's better, but in my opinion, it's a really strong alternative, which is 3 times cheaper. But anyway, let's go back to the agent. And before I put in my first prompt, as you can see also here in the bottom, it can help you write your prompt. So if I just click on that, let's see what happens. So as you can see, it says I can certainly help you with that. To get started, what's the subject setting or general idea you're looking to create? And then let's say I want to create a Netflix opening scene. And so now I'm going to tell it I want to create a Netflix documentary style opening scene, and it's going to give you some prompt ideas. So now you can see how it works in a nutshell, but I already had a prompt idea in mind, so I'm going to go back and now paste my prompt. Again, remember, I am going to mention that I want to use GPT-2 image model, so it's up to you whether to mention it or not, but let's see what it gives us. So this is the initial image that we got. So as you can see, it's this old man standing in front of this tower. Looks pretty cool, but let's say in my opinion, this is not cinematic enough. And let's say I want this model to now recreate this image, but make it more realistic, more cinematic, and let's say by using the Nano Banana Pro image model. So as you can see, I'm going to tell it exactly that. So now recreate this image, make it look more hyper realistic, more cinematic, and use highest quality output, and also use Nano Banana Pro model. And so it's going to take a moment to do exactly that. But as it's generating, as you can see, it's a very similar feeling to AI Toolkit, because just like in the AI Toolkit, you can go to your creations. So for example, here, as you create things, you can click into the images and then do whatever else you want to do with them. Pretty much the same experience right here. So you can click into the image, you can save it, and then I'm sure you can actually maybe even go to Toolkit. So if you want more precise control, I'm sure you can click here on reference and then go to your creations, and it's going to pop up right here. So you can then take it over to Toolkit and kind of like cross create. And as you can see, you can just recreate that same image or create with that image. All right, so here's the result that we got. And as you can see, it did use Nano Banana Pro. And I don't know if you can see, but the quality is just like much better. It's much more detailed, just crispier overall. So just a better feel to this image. And you could now potentially use it in your creations, or then turn that particular image into videos. All right, so now I want to take it up a notch and basically test how the context memory of this tool works. Because as I told you moments ago, you can basically expect it to understand what was happening previously in the chat. And like understand previous creations. So what I could do here is give it this simple prompt, is that it's going to keep the same exact composition and camera angle, but change the time of the day to the golden hour. So let's actually click on generate. So essentially the result I'm expecting is going to be pretty much the same image, but it's going to be in the daytime or like sunset, whatever I said here in the prompt. All right, so here's the generation. And actually, to be fair, this initial generation took a little longer, like maybe a minute, but this one took literally 10 seconds. So I would imagine the more you generate and build context inside of this chat, the more or the quicker it just works. But that's just my assumption. However, look at this image. I mean, it actually, as you can see, it did not attach anything. So it just kind of, you know, pulled the context from the chat and it created this same exact looking image, but indeed at the golden hour. So now I think you get a better idea of how this could work and how you can just change images with a simple prompt. So that's really cool. So now what you can do, as you have your initial image generated, you can now go ahead and create a video out of this image. And so to do that, I'm going to give it this simple prompt, which basically tells it to generate a video out of this exact image. Now, important things I want to bring to your attention, or things that you might want to mention in your prompt. And that is, first of all, of course, the video model. And if I go back here, I'm choosing the Seedance 2.0 because it's one of the more recent models, one of the better models right now. So as you can see right here, but another cool model would be VO 3.1 and of course Kling 3.0. Now for full transparency, I did run this prompt and it did give me a mistake. So when you are generating videos, you might want to attach your images to achieve the desired result, because as you can see, as soon as I attached the image, it began generating. So maybe something you should know. All right, so here we have the generation. As you can see, here's the video. Before we give it a look, as you can see, actually AI is going to give us suggestions for further edits. So if we want to do a moody storm or artistic style or nighttime mystery, so it's just giving you more ideas. And I guess you can then also generate prompts for those and obviously edit your creation. But now let's actually just give it a look. I mean, what can I say? Look at the detail. As you can see, by the way, it did generate it in Seedance 2.0. And I mean, yeah, in my opinion, it's currently the best model to generate videos of any kind for any purpose. I mean, look at the detail, really. The birds, like the water waves, obviously the man himself, his hair in the wind, and yeah, just overall a great video. All right, guys, so that was pretty much all I had for today's video, showing you how Artlist AI Agent actually works. And before I finish off, do remember that they're currently running the 5x more credits promo. So you literally just sign up and you will automatically get 5x more credits. And of course, as always, if I go to the pricing tab, if you choose the yearly plan, you will get 40% off with the yearly plan only, because as you can see, it's literally going to be almost twice as cheap compared to the monthly plans. So the choice is yours. Otherwise, thanks for watching. And if you want to see a full course on Artlist AI Toolkit, you can actually click right here and you'll be taken to the next video.